I got enemies. I got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy.
500,000 Kenya shillings. That journey starts now with Qualifier 1 beginning today. The teams that signed up for Qualifier 1 will be duking it out on 4 maps. This is the Pro Series Gaming Mobile Masters Finals. 20,000 Kenya shillings on the line today in both Battle Royale. 9 seconds. Waziju is running down the clock, but
he wins.
He plays time, but he gets the snipe. Oh my goodness!
What a way to win the game.
Oh, the last 3 seconds. Are you kidding? As it's finally going, settling the way of the yellows. Malawi threatening exactly what everyone did not expect they do, and that's a comeback. Jones holds from the low ground, and ex-wife trying to spot out a snipe from a long distance. What can he do there? Get one shot off! Oh my goodness! Can he finish the job? And you find an inch into the hill. Destroyed. Malawi hold the line. Malawi hold the line. Malawi hold the line for a comeback. Malawi hold the line for a comeback. It's 202.06. They come back. Well, we are back. Let's get this show on the road. We're starting off multiplayer. This is the up and gunning weekly scrims brought to you by 10 and 80 and Carbon. I'm your Maestro of Mayhem, Eugene Abu Dhabi. We return for multiplayer. The lineup of the fight cards today is limited, but we will go the full length. Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control are the modes on offer in this best of threes, which begin in the semi-finals. One semi-finals played, or rather forfeited offline by the other team. So one of the teams, a full ladies team, automatically moves to the final. The match that sees us move on. The match that will see us move on automatically to these semi-finals. The semi-finals that will play out right now on the live stream. Let me just show it on the split screen for a second here. On the split screen, you see the lobby as it stands right now. The lobby as it stands right now. The game being played right now is between Yume United versus Yugi's Children. Yume United versus Yugi's Children. Yume United will be up there in the home side with Yup Dip Her, Yup Nits 9 TV, Yup Yuki 9, and Yup Suber. That will be Yume United. Yugi's Children will be represented by Saucy, Aspect, DLG Owner and Offline, and Sharkbot. Since we're starting off on Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy on Standoff. Search and Destroy on Standoff will be where we begin today. Search and destroy on standoff. Feel free to throw your thoughts into the chat right now. You know, just simply by typing hello in the chat. You're here, signify you're here, something like that. Timbs, I see you all the way from Kenya. Right where I am as well. Streaming from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. I am Eugene Abadabi. Once again, this is the 10N80 Up and Gunning Weekly Scrims. Multiplayer returns this month of March. I'm finally watching on a family TV. Please behave. I always behave, hacker. I always behave, friend. I never not behave, my friend. Huh? My friend, I never not behave. If anything, you're the one who needs to behave. You're the one who needs to behave. Alright. We're going in for multiplayer. Apparently we're starting off with Search and Destroy. I assumed we'd be starting off.
You gotta turn me up in the headphones some more.
I don't know why we assumed we'd start off on Hardpoint, but we're starting off on Search and Destroy. Nonetheless, Search and Destroy is a favorite of mine. Personal favorite. Mzee to me a simu. I cannot use my phone. Basically, for those who don't understand Kiswahili, the man is saying, old man, use your phone. He's telling me to use my phone. Either way, the first game will be Yugi United, Yume United rather, versus Yugi's Children. Yume United up there with the Yup logo, with the Yup name, the Yup in their names there. Yugi's Children down there, the gladiators towing the line for Yugi's Children, are Saucy, Aspect, DLG Owner, Offline, and Hassan. They changed up one person. Yuppie, Dipper, 9TV, Yuki 9, and Suber will be towing the line for Yume United. Search and Destroy. Now these are two teams I haven't heard of from at all, actually. I'll be honest. I haven't heard from these teams. I've never seen them. I've never seen what they can do. I've never seen what they can do. So this will be interesting to see. This will be interesting to see now. So this is the first appearance from these teams in the weekly scrims. This will be their first appearance on an African stream. Well, let's see what they have on offering for us. Are they decent? Are they complete and utter noobs? This should be entertaining either way. Premium Call of Duty violence begins now. They should get started now. They should get started now. They should get this show started now. I should be expecting them to start this now. I'm not sure what the delay is about. But yep. Let's get this show on the road. As we go in for Search and Destroy. Yume United versus Yugi's Children. Yume United with the Yup logo there in blue. Yugi's Children in yellow there. All freestyling it. The map is a bread and butter one. It is standoff. Bread and butter in Call of Duty. By bread and butter, I mean it's a basic map. A personal favorite for practically everyone who plays Call of Duty. Anyone with a good head and plays Call of Duty will love a standoff. As we go in for Search and Destroy. Wait, they've already started. I think there was a lag on my end. There was a lag on my end as I put down the music. And so far, seems the game started when I was still waiting in the lobby. And so far, right now, Yume United have two players on the field. There seemed to have been a complete brawl. And it's a 2v1. With Yugi's children having Hassan left to try and clutch a solo effort. 2v1. Sprays at Yuki. No dice. Dipper was waiting by the corner.
Get ready for the next round.
Game 1, round 1 rather, of 6 goes the way of Yume United.
Destroy the objective.
Towing the line.
We got the
Carrying the bomb. For Yugi's children is Aspect. Nate tossed out. Night TV waiting on the other side, and oh my word, Aspect drops Night TV, but Yuppie returns the favor. DLG owner
They have the
will
bomb.
be on the other side waiting with that Kilo 141 demon song. Saucy, the CBR4 gonna try for the flank. Who's still carrying the bomb? It's DLG owner playing solo here. Not gonna bother picking up that sniper. Retreats on that demon song. Beautiful there. But two members of the Yugi United, or rather Yugi's children, in yellow. Yugi's children in yellow dropped already. The sniping action came in early as Hassan takes down Suber. Bomb planted. They're on the clock now. B choice. The choice to put Yume United on the clock.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
The face cam, I don't put the face cam on the gameplay screen. This is all about the gameplay, the sublime gameplay. As now we are level.
Destroy the objective.
As now we are level. Yugi's children not going down without a fight, not going down quietly. Hassan towing the line, carrying the bomb, pointing his head, his attention focuses at A. Well, unbeknownst to him, 3 players from Yume United are waiting. DLG Aspect dropped early on as an offline as well dropped for the side of Yugi's children. It's a 3v3 as Night TV being sprayed by the tank and returns fire, drops Saucy instead. Peculiar choice of weapon, the UL 736. Not a irregular as DLG owner drops Yuki. Yeah. Hassan. Up there. DLG owner drops UP.
Lost that round.
Yuppie.
But it's not over yet. Ready up.
I'm still trying to get a handle on the names. I have
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
usually am very easy on players I've encountered
Defend
before,
the
but a
objective. The
completely
enemy
new
has the
squad.
bomb.
I'm trying to get a handle on the names right now. But Yuppie was the last to go. Having Yume United fall behind for the first time. They took an early lead, but somehow they have fallen behind, and Night TV goes down first blood on the third round.
Lost the
The
bomb.
4th round, and oh, quick scope. God tier scoping from Aspect there. Waiting by the door. As now under siege in numbers. Falling behind in confidence, in numbers, in everything. Going for the melee. DLG owner completely toxic there. Search and destroy. Swinging the way of Yugi's children suddenly.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
A 2-round lead. A 2-round cushion.
Destroy the objective.
Aspect,
Bomb
we're gonna
acquired.
follow him here with his sniping. We all love a good snipe. Trophy system down. Can he get him? UP might be the first victim. He goes through but misses the shot. UP might come through for some more and gets hit this time. He hits his mark as DLG owner took 2 for the price of 1 elsewhere on that demon song Kilo 141. Night TV and Suber now hand-holding Pro Max because they have fallen behind in numbers, and DLG owner dropped by Night TV,
Bomb has been planted.
reducing the deficit in numbers. 2v3. Can they keep this momentum to surmount any sort of response, a comeback? And they just might. They just might. They're going in for the flank. They might not see it. Saucy, unsuspecting, waiting, wait. Oh, no. No, he's very suspecting, and Night TV will waltz into a trap.
Headshot.
He was very suspecting of it. No surprises for him as Suber, last ditch effort, desperately lunges at the bomb and no dice dropped by the sniper.
Ready up.
He lunged straight for the bomb desperately.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Today was not his day.
Bomb drop.
Oh no, Aspect drops Night TV as now suddenly Yume United suffering heavy losses, suffering their confidence clearly shaken. Their confidence has clearly been shaken as Yuki camped by A. This time you can't even tell who was supposed to be delivering the bomb. The bomb dropped. It was Yume United supposed to be playing terrorist in this round, and all objectives got lost in the panic as their numbers kept dwindling. Picked apart by Yugi's children.
Destroy the objective.
Yugi's children now 5-1 ahead.
Grenade out.
Remember, they started off on the back foot. Grenade hurt Saucy slightly, but nothing he can't recover from. Aspect going back on the sniper. DLG owner drops down. Dipper and Yuppie.
Lost the bomb.
Yuki trying the back alley. Catches DLG owner unawares. Aspect now knows someone is there. Sees Suber and dropped by Suber.
The mission.
A responser mounted. Saucy left on his own to respond. KN44. Automaton in hand. Yuki goes forward. Surges. Carefully cleaning out the corners. Checking his corners. Suber goes by the tank. Might see him by the tower. But Yuki saw him first. Dropped. Cleans this out for a 3-round cushion. Bring down the deficit. They just now have to do a perfect 3 rounds to catch up.
Destroy the objective. They have the bomb.
For Yugi's children, 1 round and they take search and destroy. 1 round and they're a step closer.
Smoke out.
Aspect will be holding the sniper as Dipper gets dropped by Offline. Yuppie responds by taking down Offline in return. The trades coming heavy. Hassan dropped by Yuki. Night TV sharing fire of his own. Has to retreat. Gets hurt. Aspect under siege, dropped by that destroyed tank there. From the back alley and caught unawares is DLG owner by Yuki. Saucy yet again, like we're watching the same footage. Saucy caught unawares.
Nice work.
And now suddenly, what looks like the makings of a comeback. What suddenly looked like the makings of a comeback.
Defend the objective. Enemy has the bomb.
Two more perfect rounds and they can do this. Saucy drops Yuki with an explosion. That will be a superb nade catching Yuki. Long distance. Aspect waiting for someone to peek his head. They just might gonna wait for the wrong one. No, he turned away just in time. He turned away a bit too early. He had him in his sights. But still, Yugi's children have the lead, literally and even in numbers in this round. As two of Yume United's players already down in a round that they so needed to do perfectly, but Dipper drops Offline and Hassan to recoup the numbers. 3v3 now. They need perfection, nothing but Dipper dropped by the owner. DLG owner holding the back alley as Suber retreats. A change of tack necessary. Yuppie dropped. And it's game, set, and match as game 1, Search and Destroy, goes the way of Yugi's children. What looked like the beginning of a comeback, completely short-lived, as Yume United could not keep a perfect streak going. It just wasn't happening. Yugi's children regrouped to close Search and Destroy out.
It's a draw. Stand down.
6-3. The stats say it all. DLG owner carrying Pro Max with 13 kills. Followed closely by Saucy with those top tier nade throwings there. For the side of Yume United, it was Yuppie and Night TV. Actually, it was Yuppie and Yuki with a kill count. But the kills didn't matter, as early on they completely fell apart, Yume United. Search and Destroy goes the way of Yugi's children. Alright then. We're going for game 2 now. Game 2 of 3. Remember, it's always the best of 3s. It's always the best of 3s. We should be going for hard point now. If I'm not mistaken, we should be going for hard point now. Let me confirm that. Let me confirm we should be going in for hard point at this very moment. Yup, clan ya Kenya? No, this is not a Kenyan clan. I think they're Nigerian. They're not, I don't think they're a Kenyan clan. Yume United. Yup is Yume United. They're not a Kenyan clan. Alright. We should be going in for a hard point. I assume the players know this.
Continue to rage.
I assume the players know we're going in for hard point. Yes, and suddenly they have set up hard point. Hard point on raid is the destination up next. For game 2, for those just joining us, game 1. So a 6-3 loss.
Don't forget.
Loss from Yume United. Yume United, those up there with the Yup, the YUP, Yup insignia in their names, just suffered a loss 6-3 on Search and Destroy in game 1. Hardpoint, their final chance to redeem themselves and keep themselves in the fight as we get into the finals. Remember, this is a semi-final. The second semi-final, automatic pass for this one of the teams because the other team forfeited their place. The other team forfeited their place, which sees the all-female team by the name of her. The all-female team by the name of her automatically proceeding to the finals. As we go in for raid on hardpoint. Or rather hardpoint on raid. Sorry. English is hard. We're going for hardpoint on raid right now. Hardpoint on raid. Hardpoint and raid, and I'm gonna take you full screen to the map as we get this show on the road. Music goes down. Let's get this fight started now. Let's get this fight started.
Hardpoint identified. It's too close. Fight
Raid, a very precarious map, very open.
Hardpoint contested.
Streak heavy, a nice place to get your streaks going early on. Because you completely can frustrate your opponents on such an open map with some annoying streaks. And right now, holding the advantage, yup. The team that fell behind in Search and Destroy just might threaten to send us to a control round game 3. To a game 3 as they take an early lead on hardpoint. The first point. The first hill going their way for 20 points. Yume United in blue, Yugi's Children in yellow. Yugi's Children having taken their win rather in Search and Destroy 6-3, and right now trying to recover on raid. Yuki going early on the rotations here to the next hill. Night TV covering, but dropped as Hassan and Saucy make way, gain way to move on to the next hill. 24 and 22, the gap has been lessened as Hassan spraying, completely shredding through the opponents outside of the hill as Yume United have no response. A full squad wipe sends them out of the point. The first streak coming through from Saucy. The Predator missile. Dean still in there. Brief contest, but no dice. Goes all the way of the yellows. Yugi's Children still holding firm. Dean says no, but Suber has questions to ask. Questions easily answered as he was sent off the hill. Sharkbot, Super Sub coming in, holding the line. The contest comes through for the last 10 seconds rather. 59 on 26. Going all blue for the last 5 seconds. Getting some points in there. The rotations are heavy. Yume United, wise to the act. Situational awareness now up through the roof, sending bodies to the next hill. Now the yellows come through. Sharkbot leading the charge, going through the door head first, lunging through, but Yuki catches him from the backside. DLG owner will be holding by the van and says no. Coming through with Saucy, who slides through on the outskirts. The Purifier shredding through, burning everything in its path. Dean still in there with Sharkbot as the Super Sub helping in, but Yuppie finds an inkling with that Annihilator but gets dropped as DLG owner has something to say about that. To hold the line, keeping them in the lead 80 on 36. The momentum that Yume United started with suddenly fading. The rotations coming through. Suddenly Hassan, wise to that act. DLG owner trying to follow suit. Who will get the next one first? What color will show? And it's Saucy who's in there, meeting Yuppie, waiting slowly but surely taking 2. No major combos right now. No one threatening a nuke at the moment. Combos going the way, the max way of 3.
Hardpoint locked down.
Nobody completely being overpowered here as Suber now in there trying to defend, trying to hold, but how long can they hold? Yume United trying to hold the line as Yugi's Children threatening Suber. Trying to follow through. Hassan
We've taken the lead.
from the outskirts. Long distance on that automaton. The Kilo 141 doing the most, shredding through, taking 3 with him. Grenade somewhere in there. That warning taking 4.
Hardpoint identified.
Releases his hunter-killer drone. Gets no target. Gets no hit, but he might take 5 with him. No dice. Streak dropped by Dipper. The gap lessened to about 30 as we go into the final hill in rotations. As Dean comes through the purifier. Purify my soul. Cleans out house. Trying to get the points in there for Yume United. For Yume United in blue. They're trying to force their way in there. And Dipper dropped by the entrance, and it's Hassan responsible for that. Yugi's children still holding a lead. Not a firm one, but a lead nonetheless. Hassan dropped long distance as well. The trades come through.
We lost the lead.
But the kills won't matter here. The objective will take the lead here as Suba tries to get in there and successfully does so, but only for 3 seconds. Going back to Hill 1. All yellow in there. The rotations. Rotations. Word of the day on hardpoint. Saucy with that purifier. Night TV holding in that little corner there, trying to clean the house without getting taken out, trying to frustrate them on the respawns. Might successfully do so, but that bodyguard attempt has been stopped in its tracks. Yuki left to defend. No dice. Hill is empty, but suddenly all yellow. 140 on 90 is the score. 30 seconds left on that particular hill, number 1. Still all yellow. No response. The contests come through. Suba leading that charge by the van. It's back to blue. Can they hold the line? 90 as they hit the 100 mark. 40 points is not a long distance. Not a big margin on hardpoint. Easily maneuverable, but tactfully needed on each hill. The rotations now yet again early. DLG owner waiting, but meets Yuppie.
Capture the objective.
Wow, takes 2. Dean and Sharkbot down. Yuppie dropped by owner elsewhere.
Hardpoint locked down.
Yuki comes through. And still all blue in there. Suba comes through into the hill. Yuppie still in the hill trying to defend. Back the way of the yellows. Yume United suffering heavy losses. Yugi's children still taking control, holding their lead, holding the line, sending bodies in there, but it's no dice. They get cleaned out, but all might be temporarily. Sharkbot coming through with DLG owner's backup. The man in the corner, Dipper, dipped himself. Yuppie comes through unawares when the man in the corner takes Yuki with him as well. Sharkbot shredding through the opposition. That chopper doing that most on the heavy gunny. That gunny.
Hardpoint locked down.
Walking in there like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Commando movies. You know, he'd hold those big chopper guns,
Capture
2 of
the
them,
objective.
1 in each hand, and just spray while screaming. What? I saw even Rambo did that in one of the movies.
Hardpoint is ours.
Right now the score 166 on 130. The margins going down as suddenly
We lost the lead.
Yume United seem to have regrouped, found their groove, and for about 20 seconds have held the current hill to try and reduce the deficit by 10 points now only as they play catch up.
We've taken
The reverse sweep about to happen. Yugi's children had firm control, and suddenly it is falling before their eyes. 166 on 160 is the current score as the collapse begins. The collapse begins, the comeback as well. Dipper goes in for the last 10 seconds as this time,
We lost the lead.
realizing what is just happening, Yugi's children rather, prioritizing rotations, go on for the next hill. Hassan is in there early. Dean protecting and frustrating on the respawns
Point lost.
to try and keep the lead. Damage control is in effect. The reality of a loss, suddenly all too real for Yugi's children.
Enemy down.
The reality of a comeback, suddenly possible for Yume United. But they need to hold the line. 183 on 181 as the contest comes through. Yuki comes through, takes it briefly. Dean versus Yuki loses the gunfight. Sharkbot dropped. Dean holding the line for the contest. Suber dropped. He says no. Yuppie.
Lost the lead.
Trophy system down. He sees Dean. Long distance. Sharkbot is still in there. Or rather, he's on the outskirts. He sees both of them. He might clean them out in one foul swoop. But Night TV chooses to go in for the rotations. Or rather, chooses to be petty and go at Saucy.
We've taken the lead.
Saucy slide cancelling.
Killer drone deployed.
Night TV way out of there. 213 on 182. Still pretty close, but closer enough to the end as well. The 200 mark finally there. As Yugi's children trying to breathe a sigh of relief. 225, 25 points away from closing this out. Suddenly, it's blue in there. Saucy stops that. Stop the count. Predator missile down there.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Bring it up, squad.
As they hold the line at 230. Yugi's children. Yugi's children about to close this out. They took search and destroy. They can take hardpoint. They're about to make good on that promise as we hit GG's. Brief contest for 10 seconds.
Hardpoint locked in.
Going the way of Yume United. The brief contest to try and hold the line, but it's all yellow on hill number 1.
Strike incoming.
The inevitable collapse. The inevitable closing out as DLG owner does what he needs to do. Suber comes through to try and hold. They hit their 200 mark on their own. Yume United. Yume United have hit the 200 mark, but can they hold? It's still blue in there temporarily, but no dice. Contest coming through. Complete pandemonium on the hill. Will they hold the line? Will the Blues contest? And it's no dice. GG's game, set, and match. Yugi's children sending Yume United home. Search and destroy was theirs, and so is Hardpoint. Almost a comeback, but almost is not enough. Almost just isn't enough.
It's a draw. Stand down.
The stats will say it all. The KD says it all. Saucy for the winning team. A whopping 51 kills. For Night TV, that was for Yume United. Night TV was the one holding the line there with 45 kills. But it just wasn't enough. It just was not enough. Apparently the teams are from Madagascar. Benaus. The teams are from Madagascar. Those clans are from Madagascar. As we go in for the final now. I'll go back to the thing. Sorry, got my hotkey wrong. Let me just put this one in my face. Let me put this room code in. As we go in for the finals right now. I'm going to play a short ad. Don't go anywhere. Playing a short ad as we get this, get into the room for the finals. We'll be right back with the final game. There is a full female team, all-girls squad waiting in the finals there to face up against Yugi's children. We'll be right back. That was short. That was short, wasn't it? That was short enough. As we're going in for the finals, let me get myself into that room. Huh, they haven't set a spectators bench. Either way, let me just get some music going there. They haven't set a spectators bench, which is weird. They know they're supposed to be doing that. Let me just show you what's in the room right now. Let me show you what the room looks like as it's all right. Remember, the team by the name of Her up top is an all-ladies team. Ooh la la. All-ladies team. Both teams are from Madagascar. The first ones, yeah, on the first lobby, the first game, yeah, both teams are from Madagascar. The Her team, the ladies, I think there's some are South African, some are Nigerian. Let me confirm. The ladies, I want to confirm which country the ladies are from. But first, Search and Destroy will go up first. Peculiar choice from both ends, choosing to start off with Search and Destroy. This one is going to be a best of 5. The final will be a best of 5. So we must see control. We will see a control game. Whether or not we see a game 4 depends on one team completely being quashed. Yeah, so the ladies, some of them are from Nigeria, some are from South Africa, some are from Somalia. It's a complete cocktail there. Complete mix. A complete mix there as we go in for Search and Destroy on firing range.
Whatever you got.
Come.
Det är nada. What away
Say. What's good, man? Wallahi, man. What's good?
So Twix, you got a scrim here, bro. You busy flirting with your girl. You busy flirting in the middle of a scrim here, Twix. Nah, this fucker here, bro. Nah, that's bad.
Nah.
Someone's sleeping.
This round sees Yugi's children.
The corner operator children.
This round sees Yugi's
Why
children
you
face up in
deleting?
the final against the all-ladies team. The all-ladies team. Her. The gladiators towing the line for Her. Zane, Donna, Bonnie, Damn, and Hades.
The mod is saying that hardpoint should be first, apparently. Who is Cakewalk? Who is Cakewalk, bro?
Once again,
Please kick this person as well, Zane.
once again for Yugi's children, it's DLG owner Saucy and the super sniper aspect as they wait for their two teammates to show up.
Someone tell him this mic is
Twix, calm down, bro. What are you doing?
The team's of course trying to re-strategize right now, get their squads right for search and destroy. Some may not be slayers. A mode heavy on communication, a mode heavy on strategy.
What's going on?
Firing range, a bread and butter map in the Call of Duty series, will be the venue for this particular matchup. A best of fives in this final. We will see search and destroy, we will see hardpoint, we will see control. Once again, this is the 10 and 80 up and gunning weekly scrims, brought to you by 10 and 80 themselves, proudly partnered with Carbon, making your financial life easier. And 80 making this possible in Call of Duty, making this possible in Free Fire, making this possible in PUBG Mobile every week. Tournament after tournament. Tournament after tournament. They make this one possible. If you missed this week, you have your chance to sign up for next week. Once again, I am your Maestro of Mayhem, Eugene Abu Dhabi. We do this every week. Live from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. I am your guide through this valley of Call of Duty violence. I am your guide through this valley of Call of Duty violence. Every week, brought to you by 10 and 80, proudly partnered with Carbon. This is the up and gunning mobile scrims. Right now we're going in for hardpoint. They seem to have put in hardpoint. Not search and destroy. They seem to have put in hardpoint. I'm not clear on which mode we're starting with.
Cook any. For those of you that do
hardpoint is red.
I'm gonna start off with hardpoint peculiar.
Oh, okay.
What will be the map? I assume the map. What will be the map? Let's wait and see. What will be the map for this one?
Game,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'll sub out for the other modes and Shark, you can play for me.
It's raid. Alright, we're going on raid. We're on raid. Hardpoint S&D control, rinse, repeat. Those are the instructions. So we begin on hardpoint. Hardpoint on raid. Clear and concise instructions there. Whether or not one team will be completely quashed in a way that we don't even get to see a game 4. That's up to the players.
The guy that I thought was a mod, right?
The question so far in these scrims is, will we ever see a nuke? This year we haven't. Not yet.
What gun is that?
It's the first time
The
for
UL
everything.
and the Annihilator.
UL and Annihilator.
We're going in for hard point. If one team is completely quashed here in a game, hey, the best of 5, man. I don't even know. As we start this one out, we're going for hard point on raid. Hardpoint on raid begins now. This is Yugi's children versus her, the full female gladiator team in blue versus Yugi's children in yellow. Hold on, they've left. Full squad has left.
Identified.
Something seems to be wrong. We're gonna have a restart.
It's too close. Fight harder.
Clear restart there. We're gonna have a restart there. Something seems to be wrong. I don't even know what it is. But hey. We'll restart. We do this again. Second chances.
It's a draw. Stand down.
Okay. Taking this from the top. This is going to be hard point on raid. A best of 5. We start with hard point, search and destroy. Then control. Rinse, repeat. If we need a game 4, game 5, we're gonna do it. That all depends if one team completely gets squashed here. If it's a push and shove, we might see a game 4 and 5. But hardpoint goes first. Hardpoint goes first. I think there was a sub needed for the Yugi's children. A sub was required for Yugi's children. Call it again. Hardpoint on raid. We go again. In blue, once more, the full female team, the full all-girls team. Donna, Bonnie, Zane, Madame, and Hades.
Hardpoint identified.
For her, the team's name is her.
It's too close. Fight harder.
For Yugi's children, who so far you've already seen in action in the other semi-final that we just witnessed. It's Dean offline, Saucy, Aspect, and Sharkbot. Showing the line for them, the full female team. Trying to contest for some points in there. Madame leads that charge. She's on her own. Solo effort against 3 guys. Where are the rest of her teammates? They come through, they're cleaned out. It's all yellow on that hill. As Hades drops offline. Going to catch Dean, Saucy, and Aspect. Clean them out. Full team sweep. All 5 men out of the hill. Get some points in there for the last 10 seconds. The prioritization of the rotations coming through offline early on that one. Meeting Hades. Sharkbot meets the challenge. Zane, I saw her somewhere there. And she did the job. Dropped Aspect. Bonnie rather. Comes through as backup. Donna is going to come through as backup as well. It's still Sharkbot solo effort in there in the hill protecting. Hades comes through, Madame comes through, and Zane comes through for support. They overwhelm the guy. Aspect dropped. Bonnie is still in there. Dean dropped. It's all blue. They close in for a lead, or rather the gap has been closed. It's 25 on 30. Not a strong lead, but they're surmounting the challenge. The ladies holding the line steady. Sharkbot sending bodies in. Full yellow wave. The yellow wall doing the job. Hades and Bonnie cleaned up by Sharkbot. 2 for the price of 1 as Zane comes through, dropped by Dean. Was holding the corner there. The rotations will be frustrating for the all ladies team of her. as they spawn out far off from the zone, from the hill rather, and they choose to prioritize the rotations. They go into the next one, the garage, the parking lot. Behind the wall, Madame being smart about it, but not smart enough. Aspect wise to the act. Didn't fall for it, but didn't fall for it, but got dropped in return.
Hardpoint locked down.
Wow. Dean takes 2 for the price of 1. Saucy's in there, spoiling the party, but dropped by the explosive. Offline comes through to cushion the blow. Relentless in preventing the points from accumulating. 60 on 30. Yugi's children still hold a lead of 40 points now. And counting. As the clock is still going. Tick tock, the ladies need to surmount some sort of response. Put up some sort of response. And the bodies being sent through, not enough. One at a time is not exactly going to cut it. When all 4 men are firing at the same time, the claw sprays and prays. Saucy catches Donna unawares. Saucy will go in for the rotations. Running early, but Zane is early on that one. She's in there, but almost AFK-like. Saucy is going through. Might be an easy take. As the trophy systems doing the job, working overtime, stopping any of the nades, the explosives. It's all blue in that current hill. Donna.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Trying to find anyone by the window. Zane sees Dean. Dean and Aspect force their way in there. The contest comes through. It's yellow yet again. Yugi's children. A firm grasp. A chokehold on this hard point. 30 seconds. Hades dropped by offline. Suffering heavy losses. Trying to counter. But they can't hold long enough. The ladies still falling behind. 40 points. So far, that's what they've accumulated. But it's not enough. The clock still going for Yugi's children, who now have a firm grasp of this round of hardpoint. 145 on 40. Almost 100, actually not almost, literally 100-point lead. That is huge. That is huge. You need to hold a full 60 to come close to just bridging that gap. Sharkbot under siege. Holding the LK-24 long distance by the corner. It's still all yellow in there. The ladies cannot find headway. Madame tries to force her way in there, but picking the wrong fight, wrong location. The point, the objective necessary, but smart enough to cover the corners. Takes 2. I spoke too soon, commentators. Curse, she's dropped, but that was a smart move there, cleaning out the corners strategically and slowly, calmly to get into the hill, albeit momentarily, as offline shreds through those 2 ladies. Almost takes 3. Almost takes 3. Aspect going to go for the rotations. Up next, but meets a wall of blue. Hades and Zane and Madame are already at hill number 1, waiting. They still haven't left the 40-point mark, as that cluster strike rains literal hell into the hill. Saucy still holding that Krieg 6. Shredding Gunny long distance, sees Hades, takes her with him. Zane dropped. The automaton working long distance, but Hades had a response fresh off the respawn. Madame going in for the contest. The equalizer. Throwing wormholes into that hill, and it's now 200 as it's about to be GG's on this particular game of Hardpoint. It's about to be GG's on this particular game of Hardpoint.
Capture the objective.
We're closing this out. The rotations now in effect. Over 200 points out. a huge gap and counting
Hardpoint locked down.
as the ladies finally get a grasp of the hill, any hill, and this is the second hill. But they need a perfect game from here on. From here on out, they need a perfect game to try and do anything that resembles a comeback, and they just fall short of that as the hill goes back the way of Yugi's children. Dean and Aspect holding the line for the last 5 points, 5 seconds to close this out. It's GG's as we close this out. Game 1 goes the way of Yugi's children. Oh no. Oh, I didn't do it full screen this whole time. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that. I didn't do the full screen this whole time. Alright, either way, that rectified will go in for hardpoint. I mean for search and destroy now. Remember, this is a best of 5s in this final. Best of 5s in this final. The ladies have fallen short and hard on that hardpoint game. Not their best performance there. Not their best performance there. Yugi's children completely quashing them on that hardpoint game. This final barely looking like a final to begin with. Maybe search and destroy is where the ladies will be able to put up some sort of response, muster up a response. And surely they need it. Surely they need that response now. A change of tact, a radical one, will be necessary as we see where they'll take this search and destroy map. Search and destroy, my favorite, because we're gonna see some superb sniping. We saw that in the first game where Yugi's children dropped Yume United rather heavily in both search and destroy and hardpoint, and there was superb sniping from the side of Yugi's children, and that's Aspect who was leading that charge. That sniping there, the god tier sniping from Aspect, was something else, something to look forward to. Either way, we go in for another search and destroy. Yugi's children ready to give us a show. The ladies, all ladies gladiators, the all girl squad of Her. That's the name of the team, Her. Looking for redemption in search and destroy, and a change of tact will be necessary. No changes in the lineup thus far. Donna, Bonnie, Zane, Madame, and Hades still towing the line for them, but Bonnie seems to have left. Or who left? I can't even tell who left. Who just left? It's Donna. Donna just left. Bonnie now left. What are they doing? She's back. Alright. Yugi's kids are OP. Memphis. Yep, so far they've not proven that wrong. They've not proven us wrong in any way. They are OP. That part is true. That much is true. Yugi's kids are indeed OP. I am your maestro of mayhem, Eugene Abu Dhabi. Coming to you with a weekly up and gunning scrims. Brought to you by 10 and 80 in partnership with Carbon. Get your financial life in check with Carbon today. savings, pay bills, get loans. All on the Carbon app. Available on Play Store and the App Store. Now we go in for search and destroy. Her versus Yugi's children. They just lost Hardpoint. Redemption necessary for them in search and destroy. Redemption necessary for them. They are yet to choose the map on this search and destroy. It's slums! Slums for search and destroy. Oh my, what? Are you kidding me? Slums for search and destroy. Father Lord. Slums. How the heck did that happen? I would love to get what the players were thinking when choosing that, but what? Oh, okay. It's firing range. Oh, I was, for a second, I was actually legit confused. It's firing range. We can calm down. It's firing range. I can calm down. It's firing range. What? They keep take off now. I need to drink water because these people are testing me. Take off. Interesting choice for search and destroy. Huh. Not completely insane, but hey. Not a regular choice either. Not an irregular choice either. Why don't I think Slums is a good map for SND? I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's just being personally the coward of the county about that map. I just think it fits other modes better than that one. SND. I haven't even picked. It's one of those things. I can't come up with a good reason for you. It's one of those things you just look at it and you're like, really? That one of all the choices? But hey, maybe for me it fits mostly for Hardpoint and Domination, but wow. For SND to be a peculiar map to be on Slums. I don't know. Slums is my favorite SND map, Raven. Not just say what? Slums is your favorite SND map. Raven, you and I are gonna have a long talk. I think okay. Either way, let's go back to the subject matter of the day. We are going for Summit on Search and Destroy. I guess they finally decided it was Summit. Summit is the choice, is the venue finally decided by the players for Search and Destroy. As we go in, the full ladies team, the all-girl gladiators, going in for redemption on the icy, snowy summit.
Destroy the objective. Bomb
Search and destroy. Dean, delivery of the bomb. Charged with him. He drops it. He throws a nade. Can it hit its mark? Madame. Hit by the flashbang. Sees Saucy. Drops Saucy. Nice drop shot. She retreats just in time. First blood, Madame. but she gets dropped in return. Offline coming through with the trades. Donna drops DLG owner Dean. Now paranoid is a crackhead. Drops Donna, but gets hit and dropped by Zane. The trade's coming in fast. It's 2v1. Aspect. The karambit in hand. The marksman rifle, the outlaw. Ready, but he has to move carefully. It's a 2v1. The Lord of Clutches has made it clear he can do this. But he will need to be careful, but no dice. Zane, wise to his act, catches him unawares instead.
Bomb spotted.
Shite. Ah, man. Sorry. That's me.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Don't throw a fit. There we go. There we go. Either way, game one going the way of the ladies.
Follow up to you now. Finish the mission. Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Game one going the way of the ladies, with Offline being left alone yet again. Suddenly a collapse from the side of Yugi's children.
Smoke out.
1v1. Madame. The PPSH in tow. CBR4 for Offline. But this 1v1 will be necessary. Offline goes in for the bomb. Sneaky man. He's gonna move slowly, clearing his corners. Madame will be waiting for any movement. Offline decides against going straight for the plant. But he knows someone is down there. He hears it. He hears her. Madame unawares. Offline literally had the drop on her. He still does. But now she knows. As he goes in for the plant, puts her on notice. Goes in, Madame. Clutch Master Flex. Clutch Master Flex as she takes game round 2 rather.
Nice work. Get ready
Of this
for the next
search and
round.
destroy. China Army, can you see the match now? There it is. There it is.
Defend
There
the
it is.
objective.
Nades out. Trophy systems down. As delivery of the bomb charged to Yugi's children. The guys didn't even pick up the bomb. They're going straight for the kills. Zane dropped early. Donna trades in 4v4. The guys seem to have decided they're not even picking up the bomb. They're going straight for a brawl.
Bomb
The ladies
spotted. They have the
ready
bomb.
to meet the challenge as Offline drops Donna. She was caught asleep at the wheel. Bonnie, a gunfight of her own, and that's Saucy responsible for that aspect coming through hand holding Pro Max. The guys send a message back 2-1. They take one round.
Drop the bomb.
They bring it
Bomb
back by
spotted.
1 game.
Destroy the objective.
Now carrying the bomb. This time round, Offline decides to take it. They're still holding hands here. DLG Owner and Dean backing each other up. Zane waiting by the drums. Gonna go for the snipe. She doesn't get the shot. But the ladies are a man down, are a lady down rather. The men are a man down. Zane fires off with a deagle there.
Enemy has dropped
Donna
the bomb.
drops Offline. Owner might meet Zane. Drops Zane.
We're the last one. Complete the mission.
It's 1v1. The trades came through heavy and chaotically. In chaotic fashion. In a chaotic fashion rather. The trades came through. It was complete and utter chaos. And now we have a 1v1 on our hands. Owner saw Hades. Hades, she retreats. That glitch there, whoever that was.
The enemy has
Confusing both players. But now Hades literally has the drop on Owner. She has the high ground. She is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Owner retreats. I'm gonna go in for the plant. I'm gonna put her on the clock. Bold choice.
the bomb has been planted.
Hades gonna meet the challenge. She does. Owner reverse sweep.
Lost that round. but it's
Slide
not over
cancel.
yet. Ready up.
We're level.
Bomb
We now have a game on our hands.
enemy has dropped the bomb.
The ladies seemed to have it in tow.
Destroy the objective.
The
Bomb
team of
acquired.
her seemed to have really fixed their communication on Search and Destroy and taken a 2-round lead. That has been wiped out clean. Offline. Falls first blood, but Donna traded in by Aspect, who coincidentally is holding the bomb. Zane gets a snipe on Saucy, but she's dropped herself by Dean, who's holding his corners. Aspect still moving slowly on the QQ9. Sees Hades. Hades missed. She's moving slowly. That's CBR4. As Bonnie takes down DLG Owner. Aspect now facing a 1v3. An almost untenable situation here. The ladies hunting. This man is now in his own personal hell. But it takes one. Bonnie drops him in return. They take back their lead. Short-lived for the guys there. Yugi's children.
Destroy the objective.
Had a slight
Got the
lead. They
bomb.
brought back the 2 rounds, but this has been taken away from them slightly. They can still bring this back. They have proven that, and they're gonna go hand holding as well, the ladies here. Trophy systems down. They move in 3s. The communication is still heavily on. You can see Hades now. The ladies holding the bomb. They're charged with that responsibility as Zane takes down DLG Owner. He's gonna see Dean. Can she get the shot? No, she can't. She was hurt. She retreated just in time. She can't get the shot. Dean, reverse sweep. Aspect drops Madame. Superiority in numbers now going the way of Yugi's children, rather. The ladies cleaned out to level things
Lost
yet
that round,
again.
but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Come on.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
First blood coming through. The trades as well. It's now a 3v4. Madame holding the bomb.
Lost the bomb.
As she's dropped by Aspect. Aspect in turn is dropped. Saucy dropped. Complete pandemonium as it goes down to a 1v1, boiling down to one gun against another. Donna sees Dean, takes back the lead. This is a push and shove. The ladies will not be bullied. They will not go quietly here.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
4 on 3. Can they hold the lead this time? Offline. Sees Donna. Drops her. Offline takes Zane as well. Madame waiting by there. It's Hades who's completely overwhelmed. Madame versus Offline who was shredding. But Offline dropped by Madame who does some shredding of her own. Sees Saucy. Aspect and Saucy overwhelm her. Bonnie faces down the barrel of a 2v1. Reality setting in. As we draw closer to the end of Search and Destroy, And another problem on the hands for both teams is control coming up next. But for now, the problem at hand, S&D, the ladies firm, have a grasp of victory, but they keep losing it round by round.
Ready up.
Yugi's children
Not a problem.
clearly re-strategizing the communication coming in, the comms working overtime as they manage to play this calmly and bring it back round after round. Nate coming through, falling. Oh, Donna with that Kobe move. Offline fell off first victim as Zane dropped by DLG owner. DLG owner sees Madame, but not enough on that drop shot. Madame wise to his act.
Last man standing. Finish.
She is shredding. A 2v1 now. Aspect was freshly hurt, has to retreat. Madame holding the bomb, puts it down, putting Aspect on the count for 40 seconds. 40 seconds to make a move, 40 seconds to clutch this single-handedly, a 2v1, and defuse the bomb. Not impossible, but he'd have to make this one count. Sees Madame. Hades waiting by the corner, unawares, and he loses the gunfight. They take back their lead. This is going to get pushed down to the wire. 5-4. Around 11 is looming. Around 11 is looming.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
That is if the guys keep their momentum and take this calmly round after round. If they collapse now, it's over. Madame. Waiting. She's holding the bomb for her. The team of her. Nade out. Saucy retreats just in time. The gents playing carefully now. Dean. Still waiting. It's now a waiting game. Nobody making any reckless moves. Of Hades rather sprays. She sprays and runs. Zane, she's hurt but doesn't hit the mark. She actually retreats into the smoke. As everyone is sticking together now. No victims as of yet. No first blood on this round. Critical, clearly. Aspect spraying. Madame waiting there. Going to spray and retreat. Everyone playing carefully now. Trades coming in. Trading in fire. Owner down. Hades down. Trades come in heavy. The ladies fall by the 3s. By the 4s. 1v4 remaining. Donna versus 4. She sprays 1. Saucy drops that advance.
Lost that round.
Level again. Around 11. Here we come.
Enemy has dropped the bomb. Spotted.
One more time.
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
For one last round. For everything. This is it. Nades coming through. The gents. The bomb in tow in their hands. Yet again. Zane goes to rotate. She's gonna go for the flank as the first victim falls. The first domino falls. It's Offline who fell first, followed by Saucy. Bonnie and Hades came through next. Madame is hurt. As the bomb is down. And that's at A. They have their attention. Madame takes down Aspect. Aspect takes down Donna. She goes in for the defuse. It's cleaned out. As the ladies take search and destroy. Finally getting their victory.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Finally they get their victory. Finally the ladies get their victory. Hardpoint went the way of Yugi's children. But now then, the gladiators in the team of her register their first victory on Search and Destroy. And boy did they fight for that one. They fought for that one.
Draw. Stand down.
They earned that victory in their own right. Madame, 11 kills, right in tow with Donna. Yugi's children were not going quietly either. There's a reason that went down to the wire. 6-5. 6-5. 15 kills for DLG Aspect and offline with 11 kills. This went down to the wire. This was close. As we now get forced to go into control with both teams with a victory on their belt, 1 apiece. 1-1 is the current score in this best of 5. You heard me, best of 5. Best of 5. Control. Where will the map be? But that was nuts. That was nuts. That was insane. They forced us to go down to the wire. Check my DM. Checking it. 2-0 correct score. Hold on. What? What? Wait, what happened? Hold on. 2-0. Is there a rule broken somewhere? Map disqualification for Yugi. They used a cluster strike. What? Oh my word, which means the ladies have a 2-0 lead. Which means they were disqualified for using a cluster strike in hardpoint. That win automatically given to the ladies in her. Ooh. Let me just keep that in check, the chat. A mental note, because that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one, man. Hold on a sec. So the ladies, technically in the matchup in hardpoint, they lost the game. But the ladies have taken the win in hardpoint by disqualification because a cluster strike was used, which is banned. Yugi's children used a cluster strike. As we go in for control on firing range, a very precarious mode here with a shared amount of kills. We're going in for control right now. $30 lives shared amongst each team. While one team has to capture the point, the other has to prevent it as well. A mixture of hardpoint and search and destroy if they had a baby. As the kills start going the way, rather, the lives being shredded, going the way briefly of each team. Right now they've just taken 2 kills. 5 kills for the side of the ladies have already been lost. 5 lives have been lost. 3 lives for the side of the guys. His children. But now it's down to 24-24, 6 lives apiece. Nobody has taken the points that they're supposed to. Rather, the ladies are defending the points. Yugi's children are supposed to be taking the points. And so far that hasn't been done. But they're going for the contest of A. They're putting bodies in there, sending lives literally into A, as they force a take of that point. A quick one as that, as they're sending in literal numbers in there. Sharkbot and Owner prone in there, sending smoke in. One more person, and that's Saucy. The complete takeover of A secured now. The complete takeover of A secured. The lives wasted for the ladies down to 14. For the guys at 18. The ladies still can bring this back if they keep the lives in check and let the guys waste theirs. But they still have to keep control of B. Sharkbot versus Madame dropped. Madame doing the job of spraying and praying on that RPD. Heavy on the ammo. The guy is trying to set foot in the hill, but they still keep getting shredded. 9 on 12 lives. The ladies need to keep controlling this final stretch of lives. 7 on 10. They can still bring this back, as Madame still very much alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. She's holding the line. 6 on 9. As the ladies avoid being taken out. Those shared lives becoming more precious by the minute. Dean going in for the flank. And he might get it. But the ladies now down to 4 lives. 4 shared lives. 2 shared lives. And it's going to be closed out with 6 lives in tow for the guys who now have time to take B.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
Ready up. The team from Yugi's children win the round.
Frag out.
Control. Aspect dropped early. Saucy holding the corners. The waste of lives coming in early. They're down to 27 lives apiece on each team. They're going to take life for life, brawl for brawl, 26 each side. For the defensive side, it's the guys on the side of Yugi's children. The ladies, the all-girls team have to go in for the contest, and they're going to try and go in for A, but Saucy cleans out with that purifier. Purify my soul. A, quarter way taken. Zane gonna try and push in, but DLG Owner dug in like a tick. Refuses. Hades comes through, meets Sharkbot, who's saying no to that contest. Donna comes through and drops Sharkbot. Zane comes through to finish the job. And now the Blues sending bodies in there to finish this takeover. The hostile takeover in 16 lives apiece. The ladies learning from their mistakes in game 1, in round 1. This could have been a quick control match, but no. They will not go quietly. They finally take A. Will they go for B? But the lives no longer on their side. 11 on 13. They're on the back foot, but now Madame rectifying that. 9 on 12. Still a deficit of 4 lives. 5 lives now that they have to bring back. They need to completely wipe the Yugi children squad in one foul swoop to bring this back. 6 on 12. As now they're running out of lives, the ladies suddenly on the back foot yet again.
Hostile Predator missile inbound.
Predator missile coming through from Sharkbot, who might take enough lives away with this.
We've taken the lead.
1 life left, literally, and Hades responsible for that. Literally all on her shoulders. While the other side have 10 lives to play with. She literally has to hold the line on a solo effort, and so far she managed to only hold for 2.
But it's not over yet.
1 more round of control. One more round of control. In defense, it's the ladies from the team of her going in for the take. Yugi's children forcing a take on B as they send bodies in. The ladies 3 lives down, none wasted for Yugi's children. They still have a full 30 and they've sent a full 5, the full squad, the full team to B. A quick take of B necessary at this point as the lives going down the way of the ladies. Yet to defend B, and it's almost fully taken so early in the game with only 1 life lost for Yugi's children. A clear advantage, the streak coming through. Zane, 1 life cost as she falls victim to that predator missile. Dawn are going to try and prevent a take of this particular hill, but Sharkbot and Saucy have something to say about that, and now they're completely shredding them. The lives completely downed to 8 lives only in such a short period of time. The team of her have completely collapsed in this control round. A complete collapse, down to 5 lives, while Yugi's children have a full 20 to play with. At this point, just playing with their food. The team of her have turned to prey. 2 lives left to spare against a whopping 20. And an A point being taken by the minute. Objective successfully secured. It's game, set and match on that one. Control goes the way of Yugi's children. The score is now 2-1. The score is now 2-1. The score is now 2-1. On this one, on this particular game of control. This, remember, hardpoint, technically hardpoint was won by Yugi's children, but they were disqualified for use of a cluster strike. Thus that round was given as a win to the team of her, the all-girls team. Then the all-girls team went on and won Search and Destroy in such a convincing manner, a brawl for brawl, round for round take. 6-5. They won it, giving them 2-0. Right now, Yugi's children just took control. They just took control of control. And now we rotate back to hardpoint. The map is what will be in question. That's now what will be in question, the map itself. Otherwise the mode is not in doubt. We're just rotating between hardpoint, search and destroy, and control. The question here is actually if we'll need to see a control round again. The next 2 rounds could be crucial in determining who wins these scrims today. Up next is hardpoint right now. Hardpoint and search and destroy will be crucial enough to just see who might win the scrims. We might not even need to see a control match again. Right now the score as it stands, 2-1. The team of her in the lead, 2.
Nickname the coupe, Lil Wayne, no silly. Ain't no laying up, I'm just drilling and I'm peeling. Gotta roll, skirt out the door with
Yuki's children bringing it back on control with that win.
too much. 42 a nigga sip, too much. I done hit another nigga, bitch, too much. All this money that I got, I can never get too much. All these hoes that I got, I can never get
Yeah, you could run the
We're
match.
going in for hard point yet again.
money that I got, I can never get too much. Rocks in the nigga wrist, too much. 40 yados on the bench.
We're going in for hard point yet again. The map will be what will be in question anyway. Gonna play quick ad as the teams sort themselves out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. $500,000 Kenya shillings. That journey starts now with Qualifier 1 beginning today. The teams that signed up for Qualifier 1 will be duking it out on 4 maps. This is the Pro Series Gaming Mobile Masters Finals. 20,000 Kenya shillings on the line today in both Battle Royale. 9 seconds. Wazi Joe is running down the clock, but
He wins.
he
He
plays
plays
it,
down.
but he gets the snipe. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
What a way to win the game.
Oh, the last 3 seconds. Are you kidding? Swept through, and it's finally going, settling the way of the yellows. Malawi threatening exactly what everyone did not expect they do, and that's a comeback. Jones holds from the low ground, and ex-wife watch out and snipe from a long distance. What can he do there? Whoa. Oh, get one shot off! Oh my goodness! Can he finish the job? And to find an inch into the hill. Destroyed! Malawi, hold the line! Malawi, hold the line! Malawi, hold the line for a comeback! Malawi, hold the line for a comeback! It's 200 and 206! They come back! And we're going straight into hardpoint on standoff. Hardpoint on standoff is the destination right now. The score as it stands is the all ladies team with 2 wins or 1 automatic win. That means the score is 2-1. Yuki's children just won hardpoint, or rather control, and that's where their 1 win just came from. Hardpoint on standoff, a bread and butter map in the Call of Duty series. Right now, Madame cleaned up by Saucy. The contest coming in early. This will be a brawl for brawl on this very well known map. Each inch, each corner, nook and cranny, all familiar to all Call of Duty players really. You can't hide on this map. And right now the score still flipping. 15-3 is not a strong lead on hardpoint. Very easily recoverable in about 20 seconds. Just holding a hill for 20 seconds can really bring this back. And right now Yuki's children are bringing it back. 30-5. The rotations coming in early as Sharkbot goes into the next hill early, waiting predictively. The situational awareness to do this. It's all yellow in the next hill. The ladies on the back foot, having to go at this to claim a hill that's so hard to get back after you lose it. And now they are still on the clock, gaining some scrap time on the hill. Zane comes through, peeking but dropped by Aspect, waiting by the stairs. Saucy and company come back to reclaim and hold Donna dropped by the entrance. As Saucy says no, Donna fresh off the respawn, she's gonna go in full throttle. Force her way in there with that LK-24.
Target down.
Dean holding the line on the outskirts, going to try and frustrate but it's suddenly all blue in there. And it's only Bonnie who's holding. But Bonnie versus Dean, he loses that gunfight because DLG owner came through by the window. Madame came through for the clutch. Came in clutch for her team to hold the final 5 seconds rather of that. Very important scrap time. Here every second counts on standoff. On hardpoint as well. Hades is up there on the third hill. As the contest comes through, DLG owner holds the line. Trophy systems down. Now firmly planting themselves in there, making it difficult for these ladies to force their way into the hill. Zane somehow does so. Owner was waiting. He says no. Madame told no as well. But they finally forced their way in there. Bonnie and Cole, along with Hades, holding the line. Saucy slapped right out of there. Aspect comes through. Aspect gets told no by Donna in return. Donna sees Dean by the window. Shredded.
We lost the lead.
Dean finds a loophole but dropped
Hardpoint contested.
the demon song from Kazane.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
She picks up the CBR-4 she just found of someone she killed.
Hardpoint
The rotations come through.
hunter-killer drone
We see
inbound.
both teams collide up there in the next hill. A meeting of ideas via bullets going is currently in progress right now, and Donna dropped by Aspect, who's waiting sneakishly by the door in the corner, completely frustrating these ladies from getting to the next point. But Zane forces a way in there, finds a loophole. DLG owner still in there but dropped by Bonnie.
Hardpoint contested.
94-55 is the current score. A lead of 40, but reducing by the minute. Bonnie goes back in there, protecting on her own, but killed off so fast. What can she do? Destroys the trophy systems for starters. Hades is on the other side, trying to find an inkling, an inch into the hill, but no dice. Saucy and company have it covered.
We've taken the lead.
On each entrance,
Capture the objective.
as we go in back into the open hill where it started, hill number 1.
Hardpoint lost.
Yugi's children firmly in control of this hardpoint round now.
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Determined to bring this back. The disqualification on the first hardpoint game
Hardpoint contested.
hurt them sorely, and they're determined to bring this back.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
They're going to make us
Hostile
wait
hunter-killer
for
drone
this.
inbound.
Aspect cleaning house. As Yugi's children still holding the line and goes the ways of the blues, the team of her
Hardpoint lost.
still trying to contest for any inch of the hill as it stands, but they can't hold the line. 10 seconds left on that particular hill. It's now all about rotations, rotations, rotations. Yet again, the basics of hardpoint coming into play as Zane goes into the next hill to try and clutch this one out for the team.
Capture
The question is not whether they can rotate, it's whether they can hold now. Dean. Tasked with taking it back. Hades is up there. Saucy Lee also in tow. Hades meets Dean. Hades dropped by Dean. Hades drops Dean rather. But she gets dropped in return. The hill is empty. Nobody's in there. Madame trying to spray to prevent anyone from climbing the window. And Donna is in there trying to with some sort of gunfight. But Zane is still in there. She holds the line. DLG owner dropped by Zane. Dean comes through and drops her in return. Bonnie's still holding in there. Comes through for support. Completely chaotic hill. Can't tell which entrance the enemy is going to come through, the window or the other two doors. This is literally a tool shed. As the rotations come in early, and you can see it's all yellow in there. This is going to be a hard one to remove. These guys are planted in there like ticks. They're planted in there firmly. by the numbers. DLG owner is upstairs. Sharkbot coming through for support on the outskirts. The ladies in the back alley right now going to have a hard task finding their way in there as they get cleaned out by in every nook and cranny. They can't even get close to the hill as it stands. 152 on 106 is the score. The lead widening. The gap might be harder to surmount for the ladies if they keep letting this happen. But they're being systematically picked apart. Donna tries to find her way in there. Nope, not happening. Dean says no. They come by the tools. Bonnie on top of the tank. And Madame dropped by the tank. As in, seriously. Hades does the job of taking down Dean temporarily, but it's only for the final 10 seconds they're going to contest for this one. Bonnie chooses to prioritize the rotations. In tow, it's Dean who's giving chase. Doesn't know there are two people in there. Hades, long distance dropped. Bonnie's in there alone. Can she hold the line? The claw, not in time. She didn't even manage to get a shot off. It's suddenly all yellow in there. The gravity vortex gun doing the most to keep the entrance secure. They cannot even come close at this point. Bonnie goes upstairs for the contest. There's someone ready to meet her, and it's DLG owner who was waiting. Hunter killer drone out.
Predator missile inbound.
Predator missile, the Pred coming down. Hit the mark, it does. It's one who gets hit in return. The ladies have fallen behind by 100 points.
Capture the hard point. Hostile hunter killer drone. We've taken the lead.
Yugi's children firmly in control as they're about to close this one out.
Get up. Hard point is ours. Capture the objective. Hunter killer drone deployed. Friendly hunter killer drone deployed.
230 on 115 as we go back to the original hill. Hill number 1. Donna is holding the line in there, but DLG Aspect cleaning house as Bonnie comes through. Aspect still holding, allowing room for reinforcements to come through. The purifier will keep the area purified. Madame and Hades are upstairs trying to find any inkling into the hill, and Hades finally slides through. Might be into the wrong DM as Bonnie and Hades left to fight it out as the contest comes through. Sharkbot with a flank as Zane returns the trades. Aspect versus Zane. She gets dropped. Final 10 seconds going the way of Yugi's children, who take the win. The score as it stands now, we are level in the best of fives. Best of fives level.
100 racks up in my safe, nigga. I've been dreaming of pulling up in that Wraith, nigga. Check the stats. I ain't got too much to say.
Which means we have one more game.
Draw. Stand down.
Those are the stats as it stands. The KD from both sides. Aspect, or other Dina, that was the one leading the charge with 40 kills there. For the ladies' side, it's Donna, or other Madame, who's in 4th place in points. It was more of an objective issue, but in terms of Slayer count, it's Madame who was holding the line. It's all close though. No one being carried Pro Max here. The ladies just could not surmount a challenge on hardpoint, which brings us to the closer being search and destroy yet again. Who would have thought the favorite, my personal favorite mode, will be the decider. The decider. S&D is the decider now.
Broken and I put you together. I'm talking every piece.
S&D is the decider.
I wasn't happy with myself. I went through hell for weeks. I was selling weed and now I'm selling seats. I won't take that plate of food unless all of my fellas eat. Too many bitches on my line. I can't cuff cause I probably cheat. Only one to make it out on what they call anomaly. Not even 25 yet.
Waiting for these guys to just set S&D on the map.
Got your girl in my sheets. I can never let a girl make me feel like I'm incomplete. She shallow, I dig it even though ain't got a mind.
Waiting for them to put S&D as the map. S&D and the map rather.
The only place you finding me, I won't be successful just as bad as I won't breathe. Eyes heavy, body shut down is the only time I sleep. It get cold in the nose. I'ma bring that summer heat. 100 racks.
Yugi takes the week. Her forfeit. They forfeited. Why will they forfeit? They had a chance. Yeah, just saw it. Yes, just saw it, Memphis. Oh man, that's sad. That's why will they forfeit? That's strange. That's really strange. I find that strange. Why will they forfeit when they have a chance? That makes zero sense to me, man. That makes zero sense to me. Either way, I'm just here to fan the flames of violence, not analyze human decision. But either way, her forfeit. Yugi take the week. They have a $1,000 tourney to play by. Oh, if it's money, now that I get. That I get. If you're forfeiting this tournament and then because you have something, a deadline for cash, I get it. All right. I guess I'll see you next week. For today, this week, Yugi's children take it all. Would have loved to see that game 5, Search and Destroy deciding it all. But today was not to be. We end this on a forfeit while the score was 2-2 hanging. Literally, it's like being left high and dry. After confusing sex. Is this stream supposed to be PG? Yeah. We'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. Maybe. But it's true. Maybe we'll be left high. It's like being left high and dry after bad sex. The score is 2-2. Her have forfeited their place. They needed to do another tournament. So the automatic win goes the way of Yugi's children. We'll catch you on the flip side. This has been the up and gunning tournament. The up and gunning weekly scrims brought to you by 10 and 80 in partnership with Carbon. Make wise financial choices. Get Carbon today. Save up, get loans, transact on the Carbon app. Alright, cheers guys. Catch you on the flip side. I've been Eugene Abu Dhabi. I'll catch you next week. Same time, same place. We rinse, repeat, Call of Duty we eat. Cheers guys. 500,000 Kenya shillings. That journey starts now with Qualifier 1 beginning today. The teams that signed up for Qualifier 1 will be duking it out on 4 maps. This is the Pro Series Gaming Mobile Masters Finals. 20,000 Kenya shillings on the line today in both Battle Royale. 9 seconds. Waziju is running down the clock, but
He wins.
he
He
wastes
plays
the time,
down.
but he got the snipe. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
What a way to win the game.
Oh, the last 3 seconds. Are you kidding? Swept through, and it's finally going, settling the way of the yellows. Malawi threatening exactly what everyone did not expect they do, and that's a comeback. Jones holds from the low ground, and ex-wife spot out a snipe from a long distance. What can he do there? Whoa. Oh, get one shot off! Oh my goodness! Can he finish the job? To find an inch into the hill. Destroyed. Malawi hold the line. Malawi hold the line. Malawi hold the line for a comeback. Malawi hold the line for a comeback. It's 202.06. They come back.